Hey everyone, it's been a while, huh? Uh, this is Monday, and it's about 9 o'clock, and I'm still not feeling uh, normal, but I am feeling a whole lot better. Dan said I should come on here and say, oh boy, I was sicker than a dog. I don't get sick very often, but when it puts me in bed for days on end, then he knows that I really don't feel good. Some kind of stomach something. I don't know. I don't ever want to have it again. I've never had it before, and I don't ever want to have it again. A lot of pain. The only thing that I ate in the last 4 days is 2 boiled eggs with a little bit of mayo in it, and some crackers. Now, tonight, I fixed me some mashed potatoes. We'll find out later if that was a bad choice or an okay choice. I'm not downstairs. I'm upstairs. And I just felt bad that it's been so long. And the people on Facebook group know what's going on. The people that are friends on my Facebook also know what's going on. But there's a lot of you out there that don't have a clue because you don't have Facebook. And excuse me, but I do have to blow my nose. And this is just going to be a real video. And you can fast forward, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and let my nose run. So I decided I have a box that I got from Etsy and a couple of things that I got from Temu. So I decided that I would make a short video and try to get something up, just basically to let y'all know what's going on. I have not done anything. I started feeling really sick Thursday morning, and I've not done anything in the booth. I've not done anything. And today was the first day that I actually felt good enough to get up and get my real clothes on. And I had some things on the back porch that needed to be cleaned. So basically it took me all day long to wash some items that eventually I'll get down to my booth. And that's insanity. It should have taken me an hour, but I got tired, so I would have to sit or lay down, and then I'd get back up and do a little bit, and then I would sit or lay back down. And that's basically what I did today. I did go outside for a moment. I actually walked across our front yard for the first time since we got the ice storm to check the mail. And I did have a cane with me, but it's such a vast improvement. I'm very, very thankful. I've been drinking water like crazy. I don't like water. I have never liked water, but I have been drinking it. I keep it next to my bed. I wake up and I drink water. I have it. I have this with me all the time. Okay. I feel a little silly by showing you this because it's so random stuff and I can't really do anything with it, but at least you can see some of the stuff that I have got. I've got a bunch of stuff that you haven't seen, but it's spread out. I got a rug that I ordered off Temu. It's laying right over there, but I'm not up to unrolling it and showing it to you. Oh, I might be able to show you a picture of that. Hold on a minute. I forgot because I did take a picture. I'm looking on my iPhone. I was going to do a live, but I couldn't figure out how to do a live. Couldn't figure out how to do it. It's been so long. Okay. No, not the right thing. Sorry. Can you see that? Oh, I don't know if you can even see that. Why is it not coming in? Oh, the light's doing something weird. Okay, there. That's the design of it. And it was 94 inches by it's a fairly good size rug. I'm gonna say maybe a 6 by 10. No, not quite 10 foot. Maybe 6 by 8. I got it on Temu for $23.71, which I didn't think it was bad. And it was local warehouse, and it came fairly quickly. And I got it to go into the bigger booth, but I think it's gonna fit my other smaller booth, my 6 by 10, a lot better. So I think it's gonna go in there. I think. If I even decide to keep that booth. I'm not sure at this point. And I got some room dividers from Temu, which they're really nice. I have nothing to say against them, but I don't like them. Ashley's going to be using one in her booth, and I don't know what I'm going to do with the other one. I just don't like it. And then I got these, and these are just like metal. I don't want to take them out of the thing, but yeah. And they will screw in to the edge, and there's S-hooks. It actually comes with S-hooks for hanging. And my thought process was that big monstrosity thing. Let me see if I have pictures to show you my booth. I don't know. Since I started, I may have showed you these, but okay, that is part of it. I don't know if you can, okay. Yeah, this shows the big monstrosity. You see that big monstrosity right there? That thing right there. I'm holding my hand over it to keep it from getting too light. Yeah, see, it gets too light. That thing right there is a monster. But I thought about putting them on the edges right there. On the edges right there to hang stuff off of. But I don't even know if I'm going to be keeping that or not yet. So, and that's just an end cap thing. I did get those off of Temu also, and I paid $12.97 for those, but I painted them. I did not like the black. They're pretty cheap, but I needed something, so I'm using them for right now. And there's another look. I don't know if you can really see anything. Oh, that's a better picture right there. That's it. That's the new one at the Vintage Warehouse. I did have somebody come by and look to see about getting some walls put in, but they wanted $550, and there's no way I'm going to put $550 into walls, because once you do, if they're permanent walls, or if they're attached in any way, it becomes their property once you do that, and there's no way I'm putting $550 just so the Vintage Warehouse has nice walls when I decide to leave. So my nephew, Debbie's son, Corey, he does that for that. They can build anything. They can make anything to look like anything, and they do it for big corporations. And he's offered to help me make some temporary walls, and he actually came up while I wasn't feeling good and went to the Vintage Warehouse and got some measurements and stuff, and he'll be back up here in a couple of days. Hopefully I'm feeling better when he does, and he'll have plans already prepared, and we'll get those done. And if that happens, that big monstrosity of a thing is going away, because the only reason why I wanted that is for the pegboard. And if I have, temporary walls, I don't need that. It just doesn't fit my personality, is what it is. And I got 2 of these, and I can still use them for other things, so I'm not worried about that. Okay, I've never ordered a craft item off of Poshmark before until this time, and I actually just ordered another one from the same person. And because she was so fast, I mean, she just, the day that I ordered it, she had it shipped, and she, I sent an offer of $20, and she accepted it. So this is the Redesign with Prima Mold, and that's what it looks like right there. And you can't really see it in the mold, but it's quite a big mold, and that's quite a, that's pretty cool. And then you have the branch you can do. So I'm excited about this one, and it's called the Avian Love. So check out Poshmark, y'all. Who knew? I didn't, and I have a Poshmark account. And then these came in from Temu. And these are bird, let's see what they say. These are, oh goodness, they're in German. I don't know. See, they're in German. The instructions are in German. Yes, I most definitely can recognize German language. They're ribbon transfers. I don't think these are UV. You know, those, let's just find out. Let's just open this and find out. If I can figure out how to open it. Is that where they open? Okay. Maybe their instructions has got multi-language. I got two of the same ones though. That's definitely German. Okay, let's flip it over and see if there's an English. There's French. That's German. That's what I saw. Let's see what the French looks like. French is a language I always wanted to learn, and it just seemed to be the hardest. English, haha! These are unremovable. Highly suggest to avoid water, alcohol, or high temperature during the first 24 hours after applying, or rub-on transfers to have stronger adhesion. High temperatures above 104 degrees or direct sunshine on the first 24 hours may cause cracking. Ooh, well, that's good to know. You might want cracking. Do not apply on the cloth or surface touching food. Peel off the backing paper, exposing the transfer. The transfer tool is not included in the project package. It says to seal after applying. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. So let's look and see. Let's see if it's shiny or if it's matte. I don't want to waste one though. I know you can't see what I'm doing. I'm trying to get it off of there. It sure does look like those UV. And that's all you get. You get two in a pack. That's probably why I got 2 packs. That's not, oh, you get 3. There's the other one. So you get 3 in a pack. Okay. I'm telling you, this is just like the UV. I just want to see if it's they're not calling them that, but these. Yeah, these are shiny, aren't they? Yeah, they are. That's the same thing. Huh? See, I keep trying to get regular rub-on transfers. You can't find them anymore. You get these, and I know people love the UV, but I want regular iron-on transfers. I don't want them to leave to be so thick. I don't want them to. I want them to be matte. And you put in rub-on transfers, and you still get this. And this is not what I want. I will show you what I want in just a minute. But it's sad that you can't get them anywhere else. I mean, not even Amazon anymore. They send you every time. They send you those UV, D8, DT, whatever those things are called. Also got this from Walmart. I had to order it. This is the vintage teal chalk paint. I know everything's backwards too this way. I am so sorry. This is going to be a horrible video. And I know it, but it's a video. If I don't do this, it would probably be another 3 to 4 days before. Oh, and Dana, bless her heart. I got your package, Dana. There it is. She sent me a package. Y'all remember where I was struggling to get that adhesive off my fingers? And she had told me that she had some wipes that were really good for that. I have not opened it yet. See? All that stuff was just put over here. She sent me a little note. Hi, Beth. Hope these help you get out of the sticky situations. Haha, they are kind of drippy. Thanks for being such a sweet, kind, positive lady. The world needs more godly people like you. Love, Dana. That's so sweet, Dana. It was very sweet of you to do this. And she sent me a bunch of these. And this is what she sent me. They're Unsolved Adhesive Remover Wipe. Oh, cool. I'm not going to open it up. Effectively removes tapes and adhesives. Reduces irritation and risk of skin stripping. Oh, this is really cool. I will put these up. I will only use those if it's something that I'm having a hard time getting the adhesive off. And you're going to be screaming at me. Dana's going to be screaming at me saying, Beth, use one of those things I sent you. Oh, and I have to share a story. I was out on the couch, and I was laying on the couch, and I wanted to see a certain Super Bowl commercial. Now, I am not into football. I've never been into football. I used to go to high school games, but I'm not a football person at all. I've never watched the Super Bowl, but I knew that the Budweiser horse and the eagle, which the eagle was actually is from Tennessee, and I don't know if y'all are aware of this, but in Reelfoot Lake, Lake County, very close to where I was raised in West Tennessee, Reelfoot Lake is there. They have an eagle habitat there. They rescue eagles. The eagle that was on that commercial was a rescue from here in the state of Tennessee. They tried to set it out several times in the wild. It just did not take. So they finally kept, and they've trained this eagle. And the bits and pieces I saw were spectacular. And I so wanted to see that commercial. So I told Dan, I said, Super Bowl on? And it had been on for maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes. Maybe. No. It was already in the second half. No, yes, it hadn't finished the second half, but it was already in the second half. I thought, oh, poo, I hope I didn't miss that commercial. We sat there and watched. Now, I dozed off and on during the remainder. We watched the halftime show, and then I sort of dozed off sometimes between, and I missed the commercial. But when I found out, so I didn't even know who was playing. Somebody could have, if somebody had come up and said, I'll give you $100 and tell me who's playing the Super Bowl, I'd say, I'm sorry, I don't have a clue. But as soon as I turned the TV on, and I saw that it was the Seahawks, it was like the first thing that popped in my mind is, oh, Dana is in front of her TV, and she is definitely watching this because she is a true Seahawks fan. And so I just sent her a message, and I said, oh, I know you're one happy lady right now, because they were winning too. They actually did win the Super Bowl. But we sat there and we watched that, and I was hoping that, and I never got to see it. And I went on to YouTube. Look, I still have not seen that whole complete commercial. I don't know why. I even watched the YouTube videos that showed all the Super Bowl commercials, and it wasn't in there. So I don't know. Maybe there's somewhere where I can see it. That's basically the only reason why I watched the Super Bowl. But okay, I'm going to stop yapping. And please, if somebody leaves a comment down there saying, what does this have to do with crafting? It has absolutely nothing to do with crafting, but my videos are my videos, and a lot of it is just me talking to a friend sitting across the table. Please don't leave a hateful remark. I really, really don't have the patience for that right now. Okay. There's a lot of new molds, and I really, really want to do these. I probably won't get them done this Valentine's. This is their new release. It's their spring release. And I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to get it so where you can see the picture. I know there's a glare. But I'm not going to take them out of the package right now because Zion, the cat, loves to eat silicone molds. And so I'm going to leave them in the package until I can get them downstairs. Okay. And here's the new one. It's got birds too. It's got a whisper of wings. Oh, that glare is horrible. There it goes. And these molds are 5x10, I think, or 5x8. 5x8. So they're not small molds. That's how long they are. And this is called Meadow Whispers. No, Meadow Whispers. And this has got the bunnies and the eggs. And when I'm feeling a little bit better, we will pour these. These are going to be adorable. These are called Old Bear Lane, and it's the Winnie the Pooh. And yes, I like Winnie the Pooh. I even went to see, I took my grandchildren to see Christopher Robin's when he had grown up, and Winnie the Pooh went to see him. It was a great movie. I even like the Paddington Bear movies. Okay, this is called Bunny Trail Tails. And this has got bunnies. Look at that. That's wonderful. Okay. And this, of course, this is a new frame mold. Miniature Grace. I didn't get all the molds either. I wished I had. I wish I'd gotten their other miniature ones, but I didn't. So it is, and I didn't get the bow one either. But what I did get this time that I normally don't get is I did get the rub-ons and the transfers, and this is Luxe Transfers. And I think, can you see what those look like? And I don't really know how many is in here. This is something, 2 full sheets. And each sheet is 11.5 by 3.5. And I got decoupage paper. And it's the big one for Winnie the Pooh. It's got Winnie the Pooh, but that's what it's going. Got Winnie the Pooh. It's the big one. Yep, but it's a big sheet where I can put it on. Well, you can see it on the dresser. And it's them walking over the bridge. And then I got, and this doesn't do justice in this package right here. This is gorgeous right here. And this is decoupage paper too, but it is gorgeous. And I'm not sure what I'm going to, it's 2 different pieces and there's 2 different sizes. And I don't know what I'm going to use that on yet, but there was no way I wasn't going to get that. And then these are really cool right here. And these are the H2O transfers. So you use water to transfer those onto your item. And these are called Whisper and Petals. But I don't know if you can see. You can't really see them good. And I'll be using these soon, I hope. And then the bunnies, look. There again. And these are called the MIDI transfers, the Cottontail Diaries. I didn't get the Valentine transfers. Oh, I thought I did. Okay. I got the Winnie the Pooh transfers. And those are called Mapleberry Glen. I could have sworn I got but I did not. Okay. And then I got the Hop into Spring. And these are MIDI transfers. And these have got bows and flowers and bunnies. This does not have to be Easter, y'all. There's a lot of different. There's 3 full sheets, 8.5 by 11, and there's 3 sheets of those. And that is it. Yeah, I'm going to put this back in and then close it up. Zion can't get in it. Okay. And this is probably going to be one of my shortest videos ever. And that's okay. I just wanted to make sure that y'all knew that it wasn't just that I stopped making videos or decided I didn't want to do this anymore, or, you know, hopped on a plane to Hawaii. So I figured I'd do this and let y'all know, and hopefully in a couple of days I'll be right back to normal, and I will be bopping all over the place and doing crafts and making videos and going back to what I was doing before. I do appreciate y'all watching this video. Do me a favor and leave a comment to say hello so I know that you did watch. That would mean a lot to me. And hit that thumbs up like button. Sometimes I get so tired of saying that, but it's necessary. And the hype button. And bless Vivian's heart. Vivian is also a watcher and a member. Oh, and my poor members. They are so sweet and sticking in there. I haven't forgotten about you. And I still have 20. I lost one, but I still have 20 members, and they're the core ones, and they've been here since the beginning, and I just want to say thank you so much. But Vivian actually on Facebook put what hyping was all about. It was really cool. And I love it when someone else does that, and because I didn't have a clue what hyping was. I knew it was good, but I didn't have a clue really what it was. And right now in my mind, I couldn't tell you. I thought it was really cool when I read what she posted in Facebook, but right now it's not in there right now. I'm sorry. Okay, the hyping. I was gonna ask y'all to hype if you could, and if you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to do that. But I think it's real important that you hit the thumbs up, the like, and leaving the comment. And of course, watching all the way through. If you turn the video on and say, you know, if you watch my videos for the first 5 minutes, you've lost the whole thing, because what I'm doing at the first 5 minutes has nothing to do with what I end up doing in the middle or the end. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that does that. So, you know, you see me talking at the very first of this video, and if you decide not to watch after the first 5 minutes because I'm talking, then you wouldn't have seen all of the new molds and the new transfers from the new Redesign with Prima release, which you may not care anything about, and that's okay. But it is real important for all YouTubers, not just me, for all YouTubers. If you're a subscriber or a regular watcher of anybody on YouTube, it hurts more than it helps to just watch the first 5 minutes of anybody's video. It's better just not to watch it at all. I'm just being for real. So, if you watch, if it's like a 35-minute video, if you watch at least the first 15 minutes of it, it's okay. That doesn't, YouTube will still throw it out there. if you watch the first 5 minutes of it, YouTube won't put it out there anymore. It'll stop it, and it just doesn't go anywhere. And I normally have really long videos, 2 to 3 hours, sometimes 4-hour videos. And if you only watch the first 30, 40 minutes of that, it's just the same thing with mine. And after a while, YouTube just stops putting it out there altogether. And that hurts a YouTube person. And it's hurt me tremendously by not having a video for so long. And it's going to take me over a month to get back to even where I was before. It's like I'm constantly fighting an uphill battle, and I'll get almost to the top, and then whoop, I go sliding back down. And such is life. It is what it is. I used to stress about it. I can't do it anymore. I can't make people do anything they don't want to do. I know this. So all I can do is ask you, please watch my video all the way through. Okay, I'm getting tired, so I'm going to go back to bed. But I just want to say thank you. And I'm hoping that in a couple of days, I'll be back down the garage doing what I need to do. So y'all take care, and thank you again, and I'll see you soon. Bye.